And good evening, YouTube. How you folks doing? Dark here at GC Blues 45. All right, folks. This is heating up in the final weeks of the NHL playoffs, or as we get ready and get closer and closer to the playoffs. And you never know what can happen. And I am really looking forward to a very good playoff run. So we got 5 games on the dock tonight. That means we're going to have 3 stars of the night now, and we're even going to have playoff updates. That's right, folks. I will give you a playoff update where we stand, who's in, who's not, and stuff, and much, much more. So when we do the post-game report tonight, we will have not only 3 stars, but we'll have playoff outlook. And also, um, it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be great. All right, but the last pregame report I did, we had the 13 games on dock, which was March 26th. I went 7-4-2. That would put me at 164, 103, and 34 for the year. So, not bad. Okay, 5 games on the dock. So remember, if you come across this video, let's get that thumbs up, do it going. Very important. Helps to keep the channel going. And remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that bell icon. Be notified every time I upload a new video. And you click that bell icon. And for the new people and everyone, tell your friends about me and tell them to subscribe to me. It's great. Okay, so here we go. Starting off with Pittsburgh at the Islanders. Great divisional matchup. This is going great. This one's at 7 o'clock Eastern. And currently the Penguins are 32, 21, and 16 and 88 points. The Islanders are 42, 27, and 5 and 89 points. That's right, 89 points to 88 points. Despite the Islanders have more wins. Yeah, it's crazy. You know what, let's actually do the math on that real fast. 36 times 2 plus 5 I'm sorry, plus 16, and then 42 times 2 plus 5. So, what does this mean? Tonight, if the Penguins beat the Islanders, and with 2 points up for grabs, they can leapfrog the Islanders because it goes by your points, not your record. So the Islanders have a lot on the line. Basically, they're in second place. The Pens are in third. This is going to look good. And Islanders are the favorites at minus 135 to a plus 114. But you know what, folks? The records say otherwise. You know, the standing, the stats look different. By the way, this is the final meeting between these two teams. The first meeting was in Pittsburgh in October. Pittsburgh won. Last meeting in February, Islanders won in overtime. So here we go. The rubber match. Who's going to take it? And it's even tied in goals. Okay. Hey. 3 out of the 5 stats favored the Pens. And those are power play, penalty kill, but not by much with the penalty kill, and goals for. And it's not by much either. So now I go to the last 10. All right. Pittsburgh is currently on a 1 game losing streak. They're 4-4-2 for total 8, no, total 10 points in the last 10 games. Now, Florida, they're on a 2 game winning streak. 6-4-0 in the last 10 with a total of 12 points. So I'm going New York Islanders on this one. I think they could do it. And also, this looks pretty good. Now you can watch this game on NHL Network. That's right, in the U.S. NHL Network. You can also watch this on TVA Sports, Sportsnet Pittsburgh, which is your home for all Pittsburgh sports, including Pirates baseball, and MSG Sportsnet, which is your streaming home for all things Madison Square Garden. All right, 8:30 Eastern. It is the Avalanche at home against the Flames. Now, once again, this is at 8:30 Eastern. Now, this is another conference matchup, but it's interdivisional. So it's Pacific at the Central Division. Currently, the Flames are 31, 34, and 8, and 70 points. The Avalanche are 48, 14, and 10, 106 points. Um, this looks like a good matchup, and pretty much if 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 Colorado wins this, I hate to say this, I think they're going to clinch the division. I think they got the division in hand if they win this game. And the Avalanche are the favorites at minus 375 to plus 295. But folks, I told you this before. I don't like the Avalanche because of their owner. That's right, their owner. So I'm going Calgary on this one, no doubt about it. But let's check the last 10. Now, once again, folks, you don't have to go with my picks, okay? That's another thing. My picks are different, okay? Well, folks, get this. This is the first meeting between these two teams. I don't know why they put this series, have these two go at it this late in the season. First meeting this late in the season. Now the next 2 meetings are 5 days apart. Next one is in April, on April 9th, and 5 days later they're back in Calgary. They're in Calgary. So in April, actually, in 10 days. So they actually got in 15-day span, folks, 3 games against each other. Believe it or not, today, April 9th and April 14th. That's a 15-day span, folks. So now these first 2 meetings are in Colorado. The last meeting will be in Calgary. So stats. How's here? The all fair Colorado. And the Flames 6-3-1 in the last 10. And total of 13 points. The Avalanche are 5-4-1 in the last 10 with a total of 11 points. So that should help you out there with your bet. Remember, you don't have to go with my pick for betting if you guys are betting. But I'm just giving you some insight. Now, by the way, you can watch this on Prime. You hear it either here in the U.S. or up in Canada. I don't know for sure. It's probably in the U.S. But double check. And you can watch this on Altitude, which is the exclusive home. Actually, Prime is up in Canada, yeah, for for Canada. So yeah. So for you people in Canada, you can watch it on Prime, and here in the U.S., you can watch it on Altitude. Your home for all things Colorado sports, including Nuggets basketball at 10 o'clock Eastern. Now we're at 10 o'clock, so late games. It's the Vancouver Canucks at the Golden Knights at Vegas. Now, this is a great divisional matchup, great potential. Now, the Canucks are already mathematically out, but it doesn't hurt to try to get some more points, hopefully. Currently, the Canucks are 21, 43, and 8, and 50 points. The Golden Knights are 32, 26, and 16, and 80 points. So good divisional matchup, but once again, the Canucks are already mathematically out of playoff contention. They are technically mathematically eliminated. So they're out. And um, as for the Knights, they're looking to gain some more momentum and get ready for the playoffs and probably get closer and closer to leapfrogging the um, the Ducks. And the Golden Knights are the favorites at minus 360 to a plus 285. And well, I doubt about it. I'm going Vegas on this one, but I want to check these stats, okay? Um, all right, second meeting between these two teams. Next meeting's in 8 days, folks. 8 days back in Vancouver. And the only meeting in Vancouver. All right, Knights. All the stats favor the Golden Knights. The Canucks are 2-7-1 in the last 10 games, a total of 3 points. Oh no, sorry, 5 points. Total 5 points. While the Golden Knights, they haven't been really playing good hockey of late, but at least they're getting some points on the board. They went 3-5-2 and a total of 8 points. So I'm going Vegas Golden Knights on this one. So yeah. And you can watch this on Sportsnet Pacific and Script Sports in Vegas. So yeah. All right, next at 10 o'clock Eastern, it is the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Ducks. That's right, the Ducks are in action tonight. Same thing with the Maple Leafs. Now, the Maple Leafs, they have been doing very good of late. They've been winning some games, and especially some key games. And the Ducks, they're doing decent too. So we'll see what happens. So this is a great interdivisional, interconference matchup. Ready to go. Currently, the Maple Leafs are 31, 30, and 13, and 75 points. The Ducks are 41, 28, and 4, and 86 points. This is looking pretty, like I said, this is a pretty good matchup. The Ducks have been doing great of late, and Toronto, they have been on a surge of late, winning some good key games and also helping their chance. But they're still not out of the woods yet. They need to get a few more games in before they even can even consider being safe from elimination. Um, MoneyLine tonight has the Ducks as the favorites as minus 192 to a plus 160. So let's look at the stats here. This is the final meeting between these two teams. First meeting was in March. Was March 12th. And then I remember I told you 18 days later. Well, here we are, 18 days later. So oh yeah, let's double check. Okay, I did not do a report. Okay, so please, not by much. Power play favors the Leafs, but not by much. Penalty kill favors the Leafs. Once again, not by much. Face off favors the Maple Leafs. I'm looking at these stats, folks. Listen to this. Power play, 19% to 18.3% for the Ducks. 21 versus 22 in the power play percentage, but it favors the Maple Leafs. Penalty kill percentage, 81.7 for the Leafs, 78.4 for the Ducks. Favors the Maple Leafs, but it's not by much really. It's 4.3% favors the Leafs. Face-off percentage, 54.9 for the Leafs, and they're in first place. The best face-off percentage team, and they're taking on the 27th ranked team, and that's the Ducks at 47.6. So you can see there's a difference in that. Well, goals for is 3.25 for the Ducks, 3.09 for the Leafs. That's pretty close. And goals against favors the Ducks, but just barely. 3.44 for goals against to 3.46. So it's 29 versus 30. So the stat wise, it tells you should go for for Toronto. But here, this tells you should go for the Ducks. The starting off for Toronto, 4-4-2 in the last 10, and a total of 10 points. The Ducks are 6-3-1. And by the way, both teams are on a one-game losing streak. But with the Ducks, with a total of 13 points. So I'm going Anaheim on this one. And Grant, I know how much you love your Maple Leafs, and I know how much you want them to win, but I don't see it happy tonight, Grant. And that, by the way, who some of you folks want to know who Grant is. Grant is a guy I follow on Facebook because of his daughter and his follow him on Facebook. He's also on Instagram. He his daughter is looking for a team. She doesn't want to be a Maple Leafs fan, so they're traveling around. She's got to have a team of her own. They've been to Nashville recently. So it's kind of great. But Grant, if you do see this, I want to tell you I'm sorry. I don't see the Maple Leafs winning tonight. But hey, good luck to you tonight. All right, now you guys can watch this on Sportsnet Ontario, TVA Sports. That's up in Canada. So for you people who watch me up in Canada, it's Sportsnet Ontario and TVA Sports. And up in here in the US, you can watch this on Victory Plus and also KCOP 13, which is the Fox alternate station in LA. And finally, also at 10 o'clock Eastern, it's My Blues. That's right, My Blues taking on the San Jose Sharks. Another great interdivisional matchup, great Western Conference matchup. This is going to look great. Both teams are looking forward to go into the playoffs or looking in for the playoffs. But of late, the Blues have been on a surge of late. I mean, they've been on a great surge, with 4 in a row. And I'll get to that when we get to the last 10 games. And also, the Sharks, they've been playing some good hockey too. So this is going to be a good matchup. So here we go with the records. The Blues are 30-11, and 73 points. The Sharks are 33-31, and 7 and 33 points. So this got a lot of potential in it. Whoever wins can leapfrog each other in the wild card for the wild card standings. Now, folks, this one's also dead heat in MoneyLine. Both teams are at minus 110. That's right, both teams are at minus 110. So now we got to check the stats for our pick, right? So this is where we look at the stats. Now, this is the final meeting between these two teams. The first two meetings, St. Louis took the first and the second meetings. This last meeting was, believe it or not, 4 days ago. Doesn't matter. Remember when I told you that they were taking on each other, and then 4 days later they're taking on each other again? Well, guess what? This is it. The rubber match, the final match. This one's in San Jose, so we'll see what happens. 24 days we're feeding each other. They took on each other. So, all right, here we go. Power play favors the Sharks. 20.1, 16.8. Penalty kill favors the Sharks. 79.1 to 76.4. So these, not by much on each. Face-off percentage favors the Blues. 49.4 to 47.4. So not by much. Goals for favors the Sharks. 3.00 for the Sharks. Blues 2.64. So once again, not by much. And goals against favor the Blues. 3.10 to 3.55. So this is very close. So according to these stats, it's the Sharks. But here we go, the last 10. The Blues, like I said, have been on it terribly. They are 7-1-2 in the last 10 games and have a record and have scored a total of 16 points in the last 10 games. Meanwhile, the Sharks, they're on a 1-game winning streak, while the Blues are on a 4-game winning streak. But in the last 10, they are 3-6-1 with 7 points. So, but folks, you guys know me. I'm going for the Blues. I love the Blues. I think they could do it. No doubt about it. So let's go Blues. And you can watch this on FanDuel, Sportsnet Midwest, and NBC Sports California Plus. Why did I say NBC Sports California Plus? Something tells me that there's going to be probably an A's game on tonight, or there's going to be probably a Warriors game on. Regular NBC Sports California. So, don't know yet. We'll figure it out. And if anyone lives in the Bay Area, why don't you guys tell me? Comment. That's it. Anyone that's in the Bay Area of California that has NBC Sports California, tell me, is it going to be a Warriors game or an A's game? Heck, it can't be an Angels game. Or Giants. Comment below. Only for the people in the San Francisco or the region of NBC Sports California. Please comment, folks. I want you guys to comment. But that's it for tonight, folks. I'll see you guys for the post-game report. And don't forget 3 stars of the night plus my 3 stars of the night. Who will get them? We don't know. We'll find out tonight. As always, folks, please stay safe. Take care. Remember to watching it, and I'll see you guys soon. Until then. Peace.